Hi guys, Sage here. For transparency reasons, I will be reading off of a script that I wrote. I'm sure everyone here is waiting on my response on everything that has happened. I wanted to take time off, reflect on my actions, and verify the facts before I spoke. In this video, I'm going to stick to the facts, take accountability where need be, and end my part in all of this. As Jasmine stated in the video, I reposted a racist video calling the Gachiakuda mangaka getting bullied off Twitter, and the OP of the video called people out using rhetoric such as "you people." He went on to bully and mock black people by saying he was going to put leaks in his hair to mock their hair textures. I made the mistake of not watching the video through, which I took and still take full responsibility for, and not picking up on the dog whistle. I genuinely thought this guy was an ally and was calling out the racist fans for bullying a mangaka for being inclusive. I got rightfully called out by Sunki, and for that I apologized and took accountability for it to Sunki in DMs and deleted the repost, immediately after being told so. Meanwhile, I was still dealing with drama regarding someone who made a cosplay burn book about me. And while that drama was starting to die down, I decided to make a video regarding not publicizing private beef. In no way, shape, or form was I thinking about or shading Sunki about this. I said this publicly and privately to Sunki in a call. However, Sunki did not believe me and doubled down on that multiple times. They were saying I used similar rhetoric and mannerisms that matched up with their DMs and in the video. I apologize for how my video was perceived, but I am going to stand firm that the video was not directed on Sunki. Many mutuals of ours have reached out to Sunki, even telling them that it was about the cosplay burn book author and not Sunki. However, the video was vague and Sunki thought that they had leverage and said that the vague language is evidence and confirmation to believe that it was made about them. Sunki has complained to my mutual that I kept a story post of them up regarding me clarifying the situation and the lies that they have spread about me. In order for me to have a peaceful call with Sunki and Jasmine, I took it down. However, Sunki still made a story highlight post about me. If you are able to make one and spread misinformation about me and keep it up, then I should be able to keep one up as well, addressing the situation. I want to say that I did not double down on that repost. I immediately apologized and rectified my mistake. I didn't think that there was any further action necessary, as I already deleted the repost and told Sunki in DMs that I did not agree with what that man said after watching the full video. However, Sunki and Jasmine still wanted to go with a narrative that I doubled down, which I did not. Let me start off by saying that Jasmine's video, she got a lot of information wrong, such as me sending people out to harass Sunki. The guy who literally harassed Sunki did it on his own accord, which I do understand the frustration on Sunki's part. And since that moment, I have publicly called him out in my stories and DMs. I have since removed him. Jasmine has also mentioned about a group chat that I used to be in during 2024. I would like to say I have a Google Doc written that addressed things back in 2024 when it happened. What I've said in the group chat does not represent who I am today, and I've learned and grown from my mistakes. And once again, it was addressed. Jasmine has also used a fake screenshot in the group that was cropped to show that I said something way worse. In the screen recording, I'm going to show you what I actually said. I will admit that it was poorly worded, but I was referring to the racism in Hispanic communities, especially white Hispanics, commodifying Asian cultures and features, and fetishizing our culture and community while also being racist. Sunki, since you believe that specific screenshot is real, I urge you to find a screen recording where I actually said it. Screenshots are easily faked, especially when it is cropped out with a different background. Jasmine has also accused me of harassing minors, but keeps it very general and does not say who I harassed. That is a very baseless accusation, and please tell me, who did I specifically harass, because I can only recall one minor who I actually did call out, and I did not harass them. They were an Asian fisher, and they were racist, and they threatened to harm other minors who I was protecting. So Jasmine, before you do a call-out video, I urge you to do proper research instead of making fake accusations towards me. It is quite disappointing that people would go this far to attack my character. Also, honestly, a shame to anyone who believed this and decided to go to the extreme. To dox me, my family, and my friends. My friends and family have nothing to do with this situation, and for you guys to harass them too disgusts me. A story post and an apology only addressed to Sunki comes across as way too disingenuous. While there are plenty of other things that Jasmine has done, that is not the point of this video. If you are going to make a call-out post, keep your negative biases about someone out of it. Once you include negative bias in the situation, that no longer becomes a call out, it becomes a witch hunt. Cursing someone out in a video and then going, "Oh, don't send hate," is a pathetic excuse of a backtrack. You have already showed to people that it is okay to send hate, dox, and send threats because you did it in your video. Now, Suki and Jasmine already made up their minds, and I'm not going to change someone's minds who does not want to be changed. To the audience that saw it unfold, let me ask you something. Why do you guys believe something that was so out of context? Did you let your negative biases of that person affect how you view the situation or the person getting called out? I'm disappointed in so many people who saw a hate piece and believed it as truth. I think a lot of us, myself included, need to do better when consuming information from people like Jasmine and Suki, who make these kinds of hate pieces and agendas on people. To think for ourselves and ask us these questions. Has this person ever treated me this way? Is this enough proof for me to end the friendship even though the proof is skewed? Why did I let negative bias affect how I view a person? Unfortunately, the cosplay community has a gullibility problem where they believe anything and anyone, especially someone using strong language such as Jasmine and Suki. I want a lot of you guys to realize that negative bias affects objectivity. Playing Switzerland is crucial. I need a lot of you guys to realize that Jasmine's video lack of context and full picture was made for you guys to believe her words as a fact rather than stopping to realize that just because someone's negative opinion and shows screenshots does not mean that we know the intent of the other person. Weaponizing screenshots and such to paint a negative narrative is not journalism or the rightful call out that you think it is. To the cosplay community, I'm sorry that you guys saw this about me, and I completely understand that a lot of you do not want to be associated with me after seeing this. And I completely understand that choice. However, I am also disappointed that a lot of you guys let your emotions dictate your logic because of someone's negative perceptions towards me. I've shown this community nothing but love and passion, and I will always be a safe space for people. As I said previously, this will be the last time I will be addressing this, as it is redundant to address my past over and over again, just because people want to treat it like a humiliation ritual because I didn't apologize the way society expects how an apology should be made. Thank you for your time.